Police tell 17 News the gruesome homicide in Tehachapi is directly linked to the high-pursuit chase and officer-involved shooting in Primm, Nevada. We have new details about the family involved.
On National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, BPD honored the newest members of Bakersfield's finest.
Good evening to you on this Thursday. Thanks for joining us here at 5. I'm Eitan Wallace, and for Jim Scott.
I'm Tammy Melchuk. We begin here at 5 with the latest details on a murder investigation in a quiet town near Tehachapi. It started with a gruesome discovery in Golden Hills and came to an end hours later last night with a deadly standoff along Interstate 15 at the state border with Nevada. Just 2 hours ago, the Kern County Sheriff's Office confirmed Madison Adams is the suspect in the murder of his mother, Guadalupe Adams. 17's Amber Frias has been following this story since it broke yesterday, and she joins us now with the latest information and more on the family involved. Amber?
Neighbors told me Guadalupe Adams lived with her son Madison. They say she asked him to move back home after her husband passed away for protection. Neighbors add Guadalupe told them she felt safer with her son around. Now this alleged protector is suspected in her death.
Every time I look out my window and I look over at this house now, I feel really sad.
Neighbors are still in shock after a gruesome discovery in the quiet town of Golden Hills Wednesday afternoon.
Being here at the very beginning of what was happening and seeing the yellow tape going up, you knew something really serious was going down.
We were dispatched for a check the welfare here on the 21,800 block of Quail Springs Road.
When deputies arrived, they found 55-year-old Guadalupe Adams dead from traumatic injuries.
I just can't believe that this happened.
Hours later, deputies from the Barstow station received notice to be on the lookout for Guadalupe's son, 27-year-old Madison Adams, who was believed to be driving in the Baker area. Madison was found stopped on the shoulder of northbound Interstate 15, south of state line. The CHP says as officers approached the car, an officer-involved shooting ensued, resulting in Madison's death. Sources who spoke with our Las Vegas sister station KLAS say Madison allegedly killed and dismembered his mother before fleeing.
He just seemed like a normal guy. And his mother was just the nicest, super nicest lady. You know, we really liked her a lot.
Neighbor Jack Atkinson said it was just Guadalupe and her son living in the home.
When her husband died a couple years ago, she wanted Maddie to be in the house because she felt safer with him there.
Atkinson added he knew Madison well.
He seemed like a normal kid, you know. He would talk to us all the time. Sometimes we'd walk up and down the street, and he would actually come out of the house to talk to us.
During their conversations, he said Madison would often share his love of guns.
He told us stories about him shooting, bobcats around here or whatever wild animal might come up to his dog. So he would, he liked, I guess he liked his guns,
He never expected him to be a suspect in his mother's gruesome murder.
They just seemed so, good for each other, and it just, there must have been something that really set him off.
A press conference with law enforcement agencies investigating these incidents is expected sometime this evening. We will bring you the latest when those details emerge. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. Anyone with information is urged to call the Kern County Sheriff's Office at 661-861-3110 or the secret witness line at 661-322-4040. Amber Frias, 17 News.
Amber, thanks. And that investigation had a big impact for drivers in Nevada. Northbound I-15 near the state line was closed for nearly the entire day. It was shut down last night for the investigation, but a crash that happened later extended that closure. Our sister station KLAS shot this video. They report some drivers were stuck with no food or water, and truckers were not able to make their deliveries. KLAS reports by 9:30 this morning, the backup was 6 miles long. The road finally reopened at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And we're going to keep following this case closely. As always, you can find all of our coverage on our website, KGET.com, and be sure to download the 17 News app to get stories sent straight to your phone.
Cloudy and cool again today, foggy into the mountains, and as we take a live look out of our new camera in the Tehachapi Valley area, From Adventist Health, notice that we are continuing to watch as we do have that mistiness out there too. So kind of a gloomy day in the mountains. Meanwhile, here in the valley, also looking at clouds with a few breaks in that and the sun trying to peek out from time to time. But then we had a straight shower or two that would roll on in. And tonight, things are pretty quiet. Now, in terms of rain, we're not really seeing anything. So I think that is pretty much over with. We'll continue to watch as we head into tonight, though, for, again, our skies clearing on out. The winds continue to howl out into the mountains, and we have seen gusts here upwards of 68 miles per hour. So that will continue as we head into tonight, and gusts will be expected, especially if you are traveling southbound through the Grapevine. So windy there as well. Currently looking at cold temperatures only in the 30s in the mountains, 32 cold degrees in Fraser Park, 36 in Tehachapi, and 50 in Bakersfield. That's what we hit yesterday. That's again where we have been today. So another chilly day. Into tonight, dropping down into 45 degrees by 11. And into the mountain forecast, looking at readings here quickly back below freezing. Much more on the next storm ahead in Pinpoint Weather.
All right, Alyssa, thanks so much. A chase with a man police thought was armed had a stranger ending than they may have expected. That chase ended here after the suspect crashed at Golden State Avenue and M Street. BPD says a caller reported the man threatened to shoot someone inside a business on East California Avenue. Turns out a gun was found at the scene, just not a real gun.
Gun, which wasn't reported to us till later, was not actually a firearm. It was a Nerf gun.
BPD says they took the man into custody without using force. The crash and the standoff caused a bit of a backup in the area. No word yet on what the suspect will be charged with.
In your 17 Court Watch, the man police blame for a crash that killed a child this week has pleaded not guilty. The court arraigned Evaristo Nunez on multiple charges today, including vehicular manslaughter. Bakersfield police say Nunez pulled his vehicle in front of another car on Cottonwood Road. The crash seriously injured several children, and a 9-year-old boy, Emiliano Hernandez, later died at Children's Hospital. Police say Nunez ran away on foot. They arrested him at his home later that day. He allegedly fought officers when they tried to handcuff him. Nunez is due back in court later this month.
The new trial has begun for Michaela Bowers, the woman accused of murdering a popular Bakersfield chef. Opening statements wrapped up this afternoon. This is past footage because cameras are not allowed during the new trial. Investigators say in 2017, Bowers killed Chef Ray Ingram, the owner of Jay's Place. Her first trial ended in a hung jury last year. Today, her attorney once again argued Ingram was abusive and threatened to kill Bowers when she shot him. But prosecutors say there is no proof Ingram harmed her. Today, they said she shot him because of his relationship with another woman, and that she shot him while hidden in her home. We plan to have a reporter inside the courtroom during this trial, and you can follow our Twitter account at KGET News for live updates. Oil, that is the topic set to be discussed at Tuesday afternoon's Board of Supervisors meeting. Representatives from Kern's oil industry are expected to attend and present about oil in the Golden Empire. Members of Governor Gavin Newsom's administration also are set to be in attendance, and tonight one supervisor says it is time to push back against what some have labeled as the governor's crackdown on oil. Kern County produces 134 million barrels of oil per year, accounting for nearly 75% of California's oil production. We're the top oil-producing county in the state, number 2 in the nation. But last year, Governor Gavin Newsom imposed new regulations on the industry, including a ban on new permits for steam-injected oil drilling and a mandate that any new fracking projects must be reviewed by an independent panel of scientists.
He is attacking our very way of life.
2nd District Supervisor Zach Scribner is pushing back. He and fellow supervisors are inviting oil industry representatives and members of the governor's administration to attend Tuesday afternoon's board meeting, a meeting set to feature presentations from those who work in the oil industry.
Every segment of our economy here in Kern County is tied to and dependent upon the success of the oil industry, and that's something that Governor Newsom and his people need to hear loud and clear.
Representing Newsom, his very own Legislative Affairs Secretary, the supervisor of California's Greenhouse Gas Emissions Measurement Project, and the director of the Department of Conservation. Scribner hopes they will come with an open mind.
They're going to need to listen. They're going to need to listen to this community and the Board of Supervisors supervisors on how important this industry is to our community.
But environmental activists like Tom France, seen here in a previous story, also plan to attend the meeting. He believes the state must transition from oil to renewable energy.
I definitely support what the state and governor are trying to do by cutting back the most energy-intensive oil production in Kern County. One of the benefits of cutting back this dirty oil production in Kern County is we will get cleaner air, and we have the dirtiest air in the nation.
But Scribner points out the Kern oil industry follows and invests in some of the strictest environmental regulations in the world.
What's the governor's plan then? To increase the amount of oil that comes in from these countries that have zero environmental regulations, that have terrible human rights records, like Saudi Arabia and Colombia. Here we do it safer and cleaner and smarter than anywhere in the world. Enough is enough. We're drawing a line in the sand, and we're not going to accept any more attacks on our oil industry.
And coming up at 6, while unions representing Kern public safety employees are encouraging their members to attend the meeting. Fighting homelessness and high prescription prices. 2 issues expected to be in Governor Gavin Newsom's new budget. We'll have a preview ahead on 17 News at 6, and still here ahead at 5.
I've been crying ever since that happened.
New at 5:30, dealing with the emotional scars of the earthquakes that have hit Puerto Rico, how folks on the island are pushing forward.
And when will House Speaker Nancy Pelosi hand over the articles of impeachment to the Senate? The answer is still ahead.
People came, and the cinnamon rolls sold out, assisting the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. Another example of the Golden Empire, along with Hello Human Kindness, making an impact on our community. For supporting 17's Compassion Corner, thank you. A unique perspective on a Kern County topic. An eye-opening discussion designed to inform and enlighten. A wide range of issues about the place we call home. Kern County In Depth, Saturdays with Jim Scott.
Now through January 9th, join Planet Fitness for just 20 cents down, $10 a month, no commitment. You could spend a lot to ride the bike of shame.
Give her the hiss of shame.
Or, for 20 cents down, $10 a month, find your own lane. Get tons of equipment and free fitness training. Ring in 2020 for just 20 cents down, $10 a month, no commitment, and no hissing. Join in club or at planetfitness.com. Hurry, deal ends Thursday, January 9th.
Visit your local Planet Fitness to sign up today for 20 cents down. Hurry, offer ends January 9th.
Hey, San Joaquin Valley.
Thanks to your hard work, our air quality is improving. By working together, we can continue to clean up our valleys there.
Together, we can pledge not to use wood-burning fireplaces.
Together, we can never burn trash. Together, we can burn cleaner and burn less.
It's up to all of us to improve our air.
Together, we can improve public health.
For more information, visit checkbeforeyouburn.org. A message from the Valley Air District.
Oh, your mom just texted. She's landed, and she's on her way to our house.
What? I thought she was coming next weekend.
I got it. Alexa, start the coffee. Set the temperature to 72. Start Roomba.
We got this.
Don't look.
What? It's Mom. Mom.
Darling, slowest driver ever.
The Lexus ES, eagerly prepared for the unexpected. See Motor City Lexus.
This portion of 17 News is brought to you by Motor City Lexus of Bakersfield, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today.
All right, we are back, and the fog always rolls in after the storm. Let's check in now with Alyssa.
Yes, and we're still watching as the skies over Bakersfield are looking fairly cloudy, kind of gloomy today, but a nice shot out of that rain for camp over downtown Bakersfield. And let's take a look at the conditions as we make our way out into the areas here in the mountains. We have visibilities that are reduced due to fog. So if you're traveling through the 58, keep in mind we do have some fog out there, and that continues continues all the way down the 5, too, if you're making your way down toward the Grapevine. As soon as you hit those mountain passes, visibilities will be reduced. We have 1 mile visibility right now in Tehachapi. The temperature is 36 and humidity is at 100%. So it's definitely saturated out there and foggy, even though we have the winds. Sometimes when we see winds, it mixes up that fog, but it's not the case right now. Winds out of the west-northwest at 14. In Bakersfield, it's 50. Humidity here at 77%. No issues with visibility as we are at 10 miles and our winds are light out of the north at about 5. We have the wind advisory that will continue as we head into the 7 o'clock hour for eastern Kern County. If you're traveling down to Lancaster, Palmdale, it runs until 8 o'clock. And winds will continue here as we head into the next hour or two. We saw gusts up to 68 miles per hour in Jawbone Canyon, Bird Springs, 44-mile-per-hour gust, and then less than 30 from Tehachapi, Golden Hills over to the base of the Grapevine. Also, the story today, the rain, and Delano picked up 0.16 inches. Fraser Park, about 1/10 of an inch, and kind of nice if we're going to see clouds to see some rain, a few hundredths of an inch in many areas in the mountains. Over near Meadows Field, 500ths of an inch. KGET downtown, 500ths of an inch, and then everywhere else about less than 1/10. We'll start to watch as the system will leave the area, and tomorrow we will dry on out. We'll see more sunshine. Next system does not roll in here until Tuesday, and at this point, it's looking like we may not see anything now out of this Tuesday system either, as it looks to be pretty far north. So we'll track that, but the weekend now looking dry, and temperatures are still going to remain chilly. Moderate air quality, and here's your forecast. Watching for temperatures in the mid-50s the next several days, and we may again see just a little bit of fog if we clear out a lot of these clouds. Overnight lows will be into the upper 30s, lower 40s, into the mountains, windy, 46 degrees. We'll be into the lower 40s during the day, and then down near freezing at night. Kern River Valley 54, and then 30s at night too. So it at least I always say if it's going to be cloudy and gloomy, at least we got some rain out of that.
Right, exactly.
And this time we finally did.
Yes. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Well, the investigation into a plane crash in Iran took a new turn today. Canada and the United States coming together to blame Iranian officials. We'll have the latest coming up next.
All of this ahead of an ongoing vote calling for limits the president's war powers. An update after the break.
At El Pollo Loco, you can expect more fire-grilled, more made from scratch, and more layers of flavor, like the original Pollo Bowl. Just one of our $5 fire-grilled combos. El Pollo Loco, feed the flame.
The factory authorized clearance sale. We pay the equivalent to your sales tax. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
You know, we're sitting around a fire again, and I heard somebody talking to you, Mike, about starting in the RV business in 1973.
73.
You spent a lot of years there at Union, and now that we're out off of 7th Standard and Highway 99, what a great location. But I tell you, every day coming to work, the one thing that really makes me feel good is to look up and see that big American flag. That's a big flag. I give you all the credit for that, Mike.
If food's gonna be on this table, it's gotta be made with love. That's why our Familia dinner starts with 10 pieces of fire-grilled pollo and ends with 2 scratch-made sides and salsas. The $20 Familia dinner, El Pollo Loco, feed the flame.
You're about to be arraigned on felony charges.
I'm gonna figure out who killed you.
This girl detective stuff isn't cute anymore.
Nancy Drew, new series Wednesday at 9/8 Central, only on the CW.
Tune in to watch this great CW show on our sister station, Bakersfield CW 12, Digital 17.2.
We are back with news making headlines around the world tonight. U.S. and Canadian intelligence teams say there is growing evidence a commercial jetliner that crashed shortly after takeoff from Tehran was shot down by the Iranian military. 176 people died when that plane went down just hours after Iranian troops targeted U.S. forces in Iraq. NBC's Jay Gray with the latest.
as the investigation continues on the ground.
We have intelligence from multiple sources, including our allies and our own intelligence.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau now says a Ukrainian Airlines jet that crashed just after takeoff, killing everyone on board, was downed by an Iranian missile.
This may well have been unintentional.
Of the 176 people on the plane, 138 were headed to Canada, 63 Canadian citizens.
I have my suspicions.
President Trump stopping just short of saying the Boeing 737 was accidentally shot down.
It's a tragic thing. When I see that, it's a tragic thing. It was flying in a pretty rough neighborhood, and somebody could have made a mistake.
The tragedy unfolding just hours after Iran's military launched missiles targeting 2 Iraqi bases housing American troops. Retaliation after U.S. forces killed a top general during a drone attack. Cell phone video shared by an Iranian student news agency, not confirmed by NBC, appears to show the plane on fire, shedding pieces as it streaks across the sky, then exploding and crashing to the ground. Iran's Civil Aviation Authority has denied there was a missile strike. Officials in the U.S., Canada, and the Ukraine now demanding a full and open investigation of the incident. Jay Gray, NBC News.
Meantime, today the House passed a resolution to limit the president's power to order military action without congressional approval. Yesterday, the president's advisors briefed several lawmakers about the evidence behind the airstrike that killed Iran's General Qasem Soleimani. But Democrats and some Republicans complain officials did not give enough proof to justify the attack. Today, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the resolution is not about defending Iran, but rather about promoting peace.
From my intelligence background, know just how bad Soleimani was. It's not because we expect good things from them, but we expect great things from us.
On the House floor, Bakersfield Congressman and GOP House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy called the resolution a show vote that would not limit the president's war powers.
But instead of working with this administration to continue work towards shared goals, Democrats are using this moment to continue their hatred towards the president.
As expected, the resolution passed on mostly party lines. It moves to the Senate now, but there is a dispute over whether the resolution is legally binding since it will not have to be signed by the president.
Senate Republicans are putting pressure on Nancy Pelosi to deliver the articles of impeachment. Senate Republicans are promoting a new resolution. It gives the House Speaker 25 days to deliver the articles so the Senate trial can begin. Pelosi this morning said she doesn't intend to hold the articles forever. Senate Democrats want Mitch McConnell to have officials testify on new emails that appear to show the White House wanted Ukrainian aid frozen despite warnings from the Pentagon. Those emails have not been verified by NBC News. The president proposes an overhaul of environmental regulations. Ahead at 5:30, the debate over whether it will help American businesses or possibly hurt wildlife.
And a woman who thought she would never be able to have kids has a healthy baby thanks to a rare procedure. That story next in your 17 Health Watch.
Attention homeowners, not all solar companies are the same. Don't be fooled by the lookalikes. Did you know SunPower by Sun Solar received the prestigious 2018 SunPower Residential National Dealer of the Year Award? Plus, SunPower by Sun Solar was voted 2019 Best Solar Company in the Bakersfield, Californian, all while maintaining a 4-star rating on Yelp, 4.5 stars on Google, and an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. The facts speak for themselves. Call us today and see how much we can save you. Call 1-800-SOLAR-POWER.
People came and the cinnamon rolls sold out, assisting the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. Another example of the Golden Empire along with Hello Human Kindness, making an impact on our community. For supporting 17's Compassion Corner, thank you.
A revolution is coming. A flaming hot burrito revolution. The Hot Tito's Burrito. Available at Tacos La Villa Mexican Grill.
If it wasn't for Apollonia Dental, I would probably be in a world of hurt. Both Dr. Raffi and Dr. Marbisi are top-notch. They know their stuff. I highly recommend them. Anybody asks me, I always tell them where I go and why I go there. If you want good dentistry, go to Apollonia.
Hello, I'm Dr. Marvisi, and we are looking forward to seeing you at Apollonia Dental.
The difference is obvious. Apollonia.
People came, and the cinnamon rolls sold out, assisting the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. Another example of the Golden Empire, along with Hello Human Kindness, making an impact on our community. For supporting 17's Compassion Corner, thank you. A unique perspective on a Kern County topic. An eye-opening discussion designed to inform and enlighten. A wide range of issues about the place we call home. Kern County In Depth, Saturdays with Jim Scott.
We are back with your 17 Health Watch and new hope tonight for women who aren't able to become pregnant. A baby boy was born thanks to a rare transplant. NBC's Sarah Dolph has the story.
We're so happy you're here.
This is a moment Jennifer and Drew Gobrecht never thought they'd experience.
I was told I would never be able to get pregnant.
Jennifer was born with functional ovaries, but an underdeveloped uterus. 2 years ago, she was selected for a new trial at Penn Medicine, undergoing a 10-hour surgery and receiving a uterus transplant from a deceased donor. Later, having the couple's frozen embryos implanted. And then the phone call they've been waiting for.
All right, the pregnancy test is positive.
9 months later, Benjamin Thomas was delivered via C-section.
We have a boy.
Making medical history as the second baby born in the U.S. after a uterus transplant from a deceased donor.
Benjamin is truly a miracle.
The family and medical team speaking at a press conference Thursday.
Thank you is simply not enough.
About baby Benjamin and what his birth means for other women like Jennifer.
Our trial demonstrates that it is safe, it is effective, and very importantly, it is reproducible in terms of its successful outcome.
This will hopefully become a treatment accessible to everyone.
Newborn joy for a family who never thought it possible. And a potential new path to parenthood for others. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
By the way, the Penn Uterus Transplant Program is actively enrolling patients in the trial. They're encouraging people to learn more by going to pennmedicine.org. A new study suggests smoking isn't just bad for lungs, but also for your mental health. Israeli researchers surveyed more than 2,000 college students. They found those who smoked cigarettes had double, sometimes triple, the rates of clinical depression compared to their non-smoking peers. The smokers were also more likely to have symptoms of depression. This link was evident regardless of their economic or socio-political backgrounds. And finally, a new study finds breast cancer patients in the United States are more likely to undergo a mastectomy than those in Europe and Asia, but they may not need to. Researchers from Boston's Brigham and Women's Hospital looked at 600 women from 15 countries. They found nearly half of American women who could have avoided a mastectomy had one anyway. That's compared to just 20% of women in Europe and Asia. Women in the United States are also nearly 3 times more likely to remove the unaffected breast, even if they have tested negative.
Well, the wildfires are still raging in Australia tonight. Updated numbers from officials as the race to save lives continues. New at 5:30. And Most Wanted is back with a new case with which the U.S. Marshal's Office needs your help. That story, new at 5:30.
This portion of 17 News is brought to you by San Joaquin Valley Air District.
Together, we can. To learn more, visit healthyairliving.com.
We tried to get the politicians to deal with the problem, but they wouldn't. So we took it to the voters and forced Big Tobacco to pay its share of healthcare costs. We fought oil companies for new clean air laws and closed a $1 billion corporate tax loophole to fund public schools. By going directly to the people, we got results. That's not something you see a lot of from Washington these days. I'm Tom Steyer, and I approve this message. Let's make change happen.
It's Pet Awareness Night with the Condors Saturday. Take home a Condors pet leash for your 4-legged friend, and there will be pets available for adoption. Bid on custom player-designed pet bowls for your pet, and see canines perform on the ice. Great seats start at just $12. Head to condorstown.com or call 324-PUCK.
It's 2020, and at Star Furniture, we're having our New Year's savings event with cash savings of 40 to 60% off our closeout inventory in order to make room for our new arrivals. Come take advantage of amazing cash savings like this beautiful 5-piece counter height dining set for an incredible incredible $499. This 4-piece queen storage bedroom for $999. Or this 3-piece reclining sectional with Bluetooth sound for an amazing price of $1099. Many models are limited supply. We will continue to offer great values and many finance options regardless of credit. Come see us at Star Furniture, 4209 Rosedale Highway.
A new year is the perfect time for a new look. From closets to pantries and garages, California Closets can help you get started. And right now, you'll save up to 15% when you upgrade to a premium finish. Schedule your free design consultation at CaliforniaClosets.com.
No matter what kind of breakfast you're in the mood for, you're sure to find something to love at Tina Marie's. Come in today and try our signature chicken fried steak. Fresh meat prepared and fried to perfection and served with our house gravy. Tina Marie's in the heart of downtown Bakersfield, off the corner of 20th and Chester.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at 5:30.
New at 5:30, we continue our partnership with the U.S. Marshal's Office to get Kern County's most wanted off the streets.
Here's Special Deputy Aaron Layer with tonight's report.
The U.S. Marshal's Task Force needs your help finding a parolee at large and high-risk sex offender. This is 43-year-old Tanya Mobb, also known as Tanya Viveros. She has a criminal history that includes child molestation, failure to register as a sex offender, and numerous drug-related charges. Mobb is 5 feet tall and weighs 140 pounds. She has family and residential ties to Bakersfield. If you've seen her or have any information on her whereabouts, call the U.S. Marshals at 529-1068. Any information leading to her arrest is confidential and may be eligible for a possible cash reward.
And for past installments of Most Wanted, just head to our website, KGET.com, and click on the Most Wanted icon.
President Trump is proposing a new rule that could speed up infrastructure projects, but as Washington correspondent Kelly Meyer found, some environmental groups are worried about the consequences.
President Trump is proposing a change to a 50-year-old law designed to protect the environment.
The United States will not be able to compete and prosper in the 21st century if we continue to allow a broken and outdated bureaucratic system hold us back from building what we need.
Trump wants to limit how long projects can be under environmental review. He hopes the change will speed up efforts to fix America's roadways, airports, and bridges.
This effort, if these regulations are finalized, might be the biggest improvement in government decision-making in over a generation.
Interior Secretary David Bernhardt says the 1970 National Environmental Policy Act is ready for an update.
Trying to do things in a way that's a little smarter, a little clearer, and a little quicker.
Secretary Bernhardt tells me this could speed up new projects that have been delayed, but some tell me without the safeguards, protections for the environment and public health could be at risk.
Federal decision makers should look before they leap when it comes to large projects and infrastructure.
Mike Ciccone with the National Wildlife Federation says there's a reason for a long review process and worries about the new rules' impact on climate change.
We believe at a time when we're seeing record wildfires, floods, hurricanes, and other climate-fueled disasters, it simply doesn't add up to take climate out of the equation for federal decision makers.
The new rule isn't finalized and will be subject to 60 days of public comment. Reporting in Washington, I'm Kelly Meyer.
As Puerto Ricans continue to recover from a number of earthquakes in recent weeks, mental health is becoming a top priority. Camila Bernal spoke to a psychologist who explains why she and local authorities are doing as much as they can to help families cope with the disaster.
When Hilda Rodriguez heard the news of a 6.4 magnitude earthquake, she rushed from San Juan to the southwestern part of the island to help. It was in Guanica that she felt an aftershock.
I think that I felt like a tiny person.
Rodriguez is a psychologist helping children and families cope with the latest natural disasters in Puerto Rico. But she believes the trauma is piling up. The island has lived through hurricanes, political unrest, and now earthquakes.
Many people want to normalize the daily living and do some normal activities, but inside, absolutely, the people are so afraid, the people are so sad too.
And the mayor of Guanica is concerned.
The emotional health is completely broken, starting with the mayors.
He's thinking about people like Noelia de Jesus, who cannot return to her home. It's the third time a natural disaster in Puerto Rico leaves her without a place to live.
I've been crying ever since that happened.
She says she tries to hide her feelings, but knows that at some point that might not be possible.
I have it inside me. Maybe they'll wanna, I don't know, I could explode crying. This is something horrible. Everybody looks like they are zombies.
Rodriguez recommends talking, playing with the children, and using the resources available in the island. She's hopeful that they will once again overcome the hardship.
We are in a very, very resilient island.
In Guanaco, Puerto Rico, I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
Wildfires are still burning throughout Australia on both coasts, threatening lives, wildlife, and homes. In Western Australia, strong winds are whipping up the flames, making it difficult for firefighters. Wildfires are also burning on Australia's east coast as well, and in Tasmania. The founder of an animal sanctuary near Sydney said her animals were lucky and escaped the flames.
The community just got together and there was floats and people going in every direction. It was awesome. So we just got out as many as we could.
The fires have devastated Australian wildlife. Even with rescue groups and volunteers doing what they can, millions of animals are believed to have died and been injured. About 30 people have also been confirmed dead, and the fires are expected to keep burning for months.
I'm just going to wait with the microphone.
And this was the reaction in Sydney as the first wave of American firefighters arrived. You can see Australians gave a lengthy round of applause. The last time U.S. firefighters worked in Australia was 2010. In many ways, the American firefighters are returning the favor. Australia has been sending firefighters to the United States for more than 15 years to help with some of our worst fires. Nearly 140 were here in August 2018. And by the way, if you want to see that video again, we have posted it to the KGET Instagram account, and hats off to those heroes. Really.
It's heartwarming to see the reaction they're getting there.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, Twitter is taking steps to curb online harassment. See how new controls may keep the trolls away in tonight's 17 Business Watch.
And weather wreaked havoc across the United States last year. Now officials have an estimate on just how much it's costing communities. That story after the break.
And speaking of 2019, how much rain did we get here in Bakersfield? We'll take a look at that and these cooler temperatures next.
I pushed away my friends. I hurt my family. I hated myself. Drugs and alcohol destroyed my life.
I watched her struggle. Nothing worked.
When I found the Haven and got the help I needed, everything changed. I have been successful in my recovery for 3 years.
We're able to talk now. I got her back.
My whole life has changed for the better. Visit thehaven.com today.
What we achieve for patients is life-changing.
You get your smile back, your confidence back in just one day.
A new smile at a price you can afford.
With the dignity and respect you deserve.
Don't wait another day. Nothing is more life-changing than a healthy, confident smile.
Let Affordable Dentures and Implants create your new smile. Schedule your free consultation. Call 1-800-DENTURE or visit affordabledentures.com.
What did we decide on the flyers again?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I think we're going to swap over to over 75 years of savings and service.
Well, we're just going to swap over?
Yep. Pump the brakes on this, swap it over to that.
Pump the brakes and swap over?
That's right.
What, instead of all this I've already...
Yeah.
What are we going to do with these?
Keep it in your desk, save it for next time.
Geico, over 75 years of savings and service.
This segment of Channel 17 News is sponsored by Optimal Hospice Care, providing comfort, dignity, and a better quality of life for our community.
Can I get a little more? Can I get a little more from you? Can I get a little bit? Can I get a little bit more from you? Can I get a little bit? Can I get a little more?
After Mother Nature showed her wrath throughout 2019, experts say natural disasters cost the United States $45 billion last year. In all, the U.S. saw 14 events In 2019, that brought more than $1 billion each worth of damage. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration cites hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding, and fires. Almost half of the total damage came from flooding of the Missouri, Arkansas, and Mississippi rivers. Those 3 floods alone cost $20 billion. And back here at home, it was a chilly and gloomy day, wasn't it, Alyssa?
Certainly was. And speaking of looking at gloom, as we take a look at Rosedale and Mohawk, we do see some peaks of the moon starting to break up through those clouds. And I really think tomorrow we're going to see the sun, so that's good news. Meanwhile, speaking of rain, we saw some today, and as we take a look at the numbers here for 2019, we had 9.11 inches. That is amazing for Kern County and Bakersfield, as you know. So our average yearly rainfall is 6.47 inches. We were almost 3 inches above that, so we had some great rainfall last year. Meanwhile, 50 degrees currently, humidity at 77%, the dew point's at 43, our winds are light, out of the north at 6. And as we take a look at current temperatures, 51 in Fresno, 37 in Reno, 54 in San Francisco, 57 in LA, 54 in Las Vegas, and 58 in San Diego. So we are cool up and down the state. Who has taken our warmth? Well, as we take a look at current temperatures, it's actually warmer right now, and they are 2 hours ahead of time over into the Midwest, 3 hours ahead of time along the East Coast, and they are looking at temperatures at 59 in Atlanta currently. So it is 67 in Dallas, a little bit warmer there, but that cold continues to grip the portions here, the midsection of the country, as I say, and over into the Great Basin. So that will continue to be chilly. But you can see where that sharp division of the jet stream is slicing the temperatures in half. So southern Illinois, not bad. 62 into St. Louis, 48 in Chicago for tomorrow, 77 into Jacksonville, Florida. But back here on the West Coast, certainly looking cold. Only 3 in Bismarck and 19 in Billings, 30 in Salt Lake City. Winter will continue to work on through Canada, obviously, but this storm system working towards southern Illinois is going to cool them down. So they're not going to be quite as warm for long, and we'll be watching as that will start to be a change in that pattern. But as we take a look here over the Four Corners states, again, winter is really here on the western third of the country, and that's going to be continuing as we head into next week and the week after. The jet stream really continues to be focused here on the west side of the United States and not the east side. So kind of flip-flop. Usually we're a little bit warmer than they are this time of year, but not the case for this month at least, as this pattern is really going to continue. And I'll show you the 17-day forecast in a second. 55 in Stockton, 55 in San Francisco, 52 in Sacramento, 58 in Monterey, 52 in Fresno. Along the central coast will be into the lower 60s. It will be sunny as we head along the beaches tomorrow. 68 in Long Beach, 65 in San Diego. Next week, we'll still be in the 50s. I do see temperatures close to 60 by next Friday, and that will continue through the weekend, and maybe some 60s after that. So maybe we'll see a little bit of a warm up. Moderate air quality at 53, and no wood burning unless you are registered. Here's your forecast. Looking for mid 50s on the way, and again, watching out for maybe a little bit of patchy fog too. Into next week, lower 50s. Overnight lows will be near 40. In the mountains, temperatures in the mid 40s. Overnight lows near freezing. Kern River Valley 50s with lows in the 30s, and again, a slight chance of maybe some rain or snow on Tuesday. So after this is about it here. As we take a look at the weather snapshot, we're going out to Arvin tonight, and Jody Yodwell showing us a gorgeous sunset there. Beautiful sky, few high thin cirrus clouds. Thank you, Jody. And if you have a snapshot, send it to us at snapshots@kget.com. I need something with maybe like a palm tree, something from Hawaii.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks so much, Alyssa. All right, just ahead, closing numbers from the trading day after the break.
Plus, are you heading to the Big Easy for the national championship? We have a word of warning for one man who thought he scored big on good tickets. That's next in sports.
Attention homeowners, not all solar companies are the same. Don't be fooled by the lookalikes. Did you know SunPower by Sun Solar received the prestigious 2018 SunPower Residential National Dealer of the Year Award? Plus, SunPower by Sun Solar was voted 2019 Best Solar Company in the Bakersfield, Californian, all while maintaining a 4-star rating on Yelp, 4.5 stars on Google, and an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. The facts speak for themselves. Call us today and see how much we can save you. Call 1-800-SOLAR-POWER.
We pay the equivalent to your sales tax. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
People came and the cinnamon rolls sold out, assisting the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. Another example of the Golden Empire along with Hello Human Kindness, making an impact on our community. For supporting 17's Compassion Corner, thank you.
Meathead Movers, your local student-athlete movers, are here in Bakersfield. Our military-inspired professional training program ensures that our strong, clean-cut student-athletes jog when not carrying items. We hire champions who are compensated more when our customers' items are not damaged, giving you a worry-free moving experience. We 100% guarantee your satisfaction. So call our award-winning customer service today to schedule your free estimate.
Too cold or too hot, give Holders a shot. Holders.
Thursdays at 5 on 17 News. The Golden Empire's Most Wanted. New name and face. Profiled every Thursday on 17 News at 5.
Tough Shed buildings are designed to last through spring, summer, fall, or winter. For over 38 years, our teams have worked hard, manufacturing and installing Tough Shed quality in backyards across the country. Design your future shed, studio, or garage with our easy-to-use online tool at toughshed.com. Your storage needs don't stop with the changing seasons, and neither do we. So stop in, call for an appointment, or design a building online. Dream, design, build with Tough Shed.
17 Sports is brought to you by Dignity Health, Mercy and Memorial Hospitals. Hello, Human Kindness.
Time for sports. Nick James has the rest of the week off. The CSUV men's basketball team was hoping to begin a winning streak in conference play last night, but they came up short against the Cal Baptist Lancers. Bakersfield native Milan Aqua led the Lancers to a victory over the Runners, winning 83-75. Runners are now 1-1 in the Western Athletic Conference. They don't have another home game until January 23rd, where they will host Utah Valley.
Switching to the Condors now, and you're going to want to hear this. It's KGET night on Saturday. Condors are taking on the Iowa Wild at Mechanics Bank Arena, and we get to drop the puck at 7 p.m. And good news, if you're a pet owner, it's also, Tammy, get this, it's also Catter Day. The first 2,000 guests will get a free leash, and we have a link to buy tickets on our website, kget.com.
All right, leash for cat or dog, I guess, right? Well, the big game between Clemson and LSU is just days away, and we're already seeing a spike in bogus tickets for the national championship. One man from New Orleans found himself wrapped in the middle of a scam that ends with a bizarre twist for the scammer. Our sister station affiliate Jonah Gilmore reports.
Kevin's search for a national championship ticket led him to a third-party website.
I ventured off on a Craigslist. Just somebody told me, hey, there's stuff on Craigslist. Check it out.
After searching for ticket deals, he found an ad for a price that was too good to be true.
$850 for 2 tickets, base value, no way.
He says after talking to the seller, he realized he was in the middle of a scam. Instead of blocking the scammer, Kevin says he went for the goal, looking to catch the criminal in the act.
I messaged the guy. I said, hey, tell me your information, tell me where the tickets are at, show me proof that you have them.
This text message shows Kevin asking for pictures of the tickets. Then
I got to the guy. I finally said, well, I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. He sends me a picture of a driver's license.
He says the state on the license did not match the area code of the phone number the scammer used. A simple Google search led to Kevin realizing someone's identity had been stolen.
Found the person that was on the license, and I messaged that person and asked them, hey, are you trying to sell me tickets, or does somebody have your info? And that's when we figured out this is a scam.
The man told him he recently lost his wallet and someone was using his identity. Together, they scammed the scammer, getting him to send the routing number and personal information the police used to catch him. The guy thanked Kevin for his act of kindness. He says he wasn't looking for anything in return, but when asked about a friendly repayment, he joked about a ticket for the game, and to his surprise, his wish was granted.
His exact response is, how about I make it a pair?
Like magic, Kevin received 2 tickets to the national championship, a gesture he says is a blessing for him being a blessing.
All of a sudden, I've got an email saying, here, accept your tickets, and sure enough, through the college football app, I now have 2 tickets to the game.
Wow.
Paying it forward.
Yeah, glad it had a happy ending.
Yeah, indeed. All right, well, your 17 Business Watch is after the break. High tech is making its way into our homes and our brains. See how in a couple minutes.
Plus, could robots be coming to a Walmart near you? How the company plans to change grocery shopping in the future.
I had bought a new home and my garage was unfinished. I had an unfinished garage for 2 years because I honestly hadn't even thought about finishing it. They finished plastering it, they added baseboards, they painted my ceiling and my walls as well as my doors. I did the one-day garage floors. The color matches my house perfectly. It feels like another room. I can mop my garage floor. I love it. I just love it. There was no other competition. Why not call the best?
I can't get you off my mind. I think about you all the time. I can't forget the things you said and all the lovely times we had. You said that you loved me, darling. I said that I love you too. Let's get
This portion of 17 News is brought to you by Bill Wright Toyota. Come test drive the new 2019 RAV4.
Located within the beautiful Bill Wright Toyota Service Center, you'll find an incredible gem, the By the Way Cafe. The quality, diverse menu, and frankly, just the delicious food is worth the stop. The sensational coffees with all of the beans roasted daily are second to none. Make a selection from our smokehouse menu and find amazing meats smoked each day for your dining pleasure. Even the fresh pastries are off the map. Check out the By the Way Cafe at Bill Wright Toyota. You won't regret the visit.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back in your 17 Business Watch tonight. Stocks surging on Wall Street again. The Dow is up 211 points, closing at 28,956. The NASDAQ is up 74 points, and the S&P 500 is up 21 points. Meantime, checking oil prices, West Texas Intermediate U.S. crude is down 16 cents at last check. It is now $59.40 per barrel. And Midway Sunset oil down a nickel. It is now $62.81 per barrel. We also continue to track gas prices for you. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular unleaded gas today is $2.60. California's average, $3.54. And Kern County's average, even higher than that, $3.60 there. Our website, KGET.com, tracks the lowest prices in the Bakersfield area. Thanks to GasBuddy.com. Today, the lowest price is $3.17 at the Exxon Mobil on Buck Owens Boulevard in North Bakersfield. For more information and more on the lowest prices, just go to our website, KGET.com. Click the traffic section to find them there. Kern's biggest ambulance network is about to start training. Right now, Hall Ambulance is taking applications for its EMT Training Academy. The company says it's 12 weeks of paid training. And if you want to know more, you can apply at the website on your screen, hallamb.com. Twitter is set to start testing a new way to filter online abuse. The features will allow users to control who can reply to their tweets as the company looks to limit abuse and harassment. Social media companies are under pressure to address bad behavior on their sites, which often targets women and minorities. In a presentation at the Consumer Electronics Show, Twitter said users will be able to choose 4 different reply settings. Global, which lets anyone respond. Group, which allows replies from people you follow or mention. Panel, or people mentioned in a tweet, or no replies at all. Buying a home is more affordable than renting in 53% of U.S. housing markets. Adam Data Solutions is out with new analysis this morning. But location, location, location is key, according to the 2020 Rental Affordability Report. There is a distinct split between different sized markets. Ownership is more affordable in lightly populated counties, where renting is more affordable in more popular suburban urban areas. And Walmart unveiled the robot called AlphaBot. The system uses autonomous carts to retrieve the items and goods people are ordering online. It can hold upwards of 20,000 items. Once the carts have the items they're looking for, the AlphaBot systems send them to designated workstations where a Walmart employee will check for accuracy, bag everything, and finish the delivery. The company is trying to strengthen its foothold as America's largest grocer. And at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas this week, companies are strutting out the latest and greatest in tech. And as CNBC's Julia Borston tells us, some devices can really get your head.
Here at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, mind control isn't just science fiction. There's a growing category of brain sensing technology to tap into what you're thinking for everything from education and gaming to security and prosthetics. This is a headband from a company called Brain Co. It's designed to train kids to focus. Runs $350 for schools or $500 for consumers. Now, the harder I focus, the more I can get this rocket ship to zoom higher. It's designed to train me to understand how to focus my mind. If I relax, then the rocket ship will slow down. Brain Co. also developed this prosthetic hand, which picks up on intention to move your fingers from movement near your elbow. It will cost $10,000 to $15,000 when it launches later this year. That's less than half the cost of an average prosthetic.
The more he uses it, the more the algorithm learns about him as an individual. And so the thing that sets this prosthetic apart from other prosthetics is after enough training, he can control individual fingers, and it doesn't only rely on predetermined gestures.
Another company here, NextMind, uses a head-mounted device to translate brain signals from your visual cortex, what you're focusing your eyes on, into digital commands. Look at the blue one, thinking blue. Oh, yeah. It turned blue. Okay. With NextMind's headset, you could play this duck hunt video game or change channels on a TV just by focusing your eyes. NextMind is selling this headset to developers for $400 so they can create new applications. I'm taking these ducks down with my brain. This cutting-edge technology drawing the interest of Facebook, which bought a mind-reading startup called Control Labs for $500 million last fall. And among the startups in this space, Elon Musk has a brain computing startup called Neuralink. Technology focused on the brain-computer interface is expected to be a $1.5 billion market this year. Julia Borston, CNBC Business News, Las Vegas.
We have more news to come in our next half hour.
Yeah, head on 17 News at 6. Governor Newsom's billion-dollar plan to tackle homelessness.
Attention homeowners and contractors, stop driving to Los Angeles for quartz, granite, or cabinetry. Shop factory direct right here in Bakersfield and save thousands at J Home Improvements. Like these granite prefab countertops starting at $99, or these 10-foot quartz big slabs starting at $10.76 per square foot. Need kitchen cabinets? Buy now and get free installation. Buy factory direct today and save thousands. Visit J Home Improvement, 3209 Lanco Drive.
Oh, Heavenly Hand Cream. Heavenly Hand Cream? My hands get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief of dry, cracked hands. Thanks to O'Keeffe's, I got my hands back.
Are you sleeping in plastic bags and a lip mask? My skin is so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keeffe's night treatment.
Get visible results in one night and guaranteed relief. Available in O'Keeffe's Working Hands, Healthy Feet, and Lip Repair.
There are times in life that using a limited service professional is not a good idea. Would you want your pilot, surgeon, or the person packing your parachute to be just mediocre? Probably not. So why would you trust a limited service discount agent to handle the largest asset you own? Anyone can cut corners and do things cheaper, but it takes an experienced, educated professional with in-depth market knowledge, quality marketing to get top dollar for your home. With Prestige Properties Team Tipton, you are not just a number, you are a client for life.
We tried to get the politicians to deal with the problem, but they wouldn't. So we took it to the voters and forced big tobacco to pay its share of healthcare costs. We fought oil companies for new clean air laws and closed a $1 billion corporate tax loophole to fund public schools. By going directly to the people, we got results. That's not something you see a lot of from Washington these days. I'm Tom Steyer, and I approve this message. Let's make change happen.
People came and the cinnamon rolls sold out, assisting the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. Another example of the Golden Empire along with Hello Human Kindness, making an impact on our community. For supporting 17's Compassion Corner, thank you. Kern County pop culture.
Hot trends impacting the Golden Empire.
Karen Waugh keeping it poppin' with Popkern. Fridays on Facebook, powered by 17 News. Popkern's exclusive sponsor is Accelerated Urgent Care. Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. This is 17 News at 6.
A Tehachapi mother murdered, and it was how she was murdered and by whom that has left this mountain community in a collective state of shock. Plus, first responders and law enforcement flexing their muscles as county supervisors get set for a hearing on state plans to wean California's fossil fuels. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday for 17 News at 6. Those stories and more coming up.
But first, Governor Gavin Newsom tomorrow is set to lay out what he thinks should be the state's financial priorities. Capitol Bureau reporter Ashley Zavala explains how lawmakers are reacting to what he's proposed so far.
Just before rolling out his proposed state budget, Governor Gavin Newsom revealed Thursday he's hoping California becomes the first state to sell its own generic version of prescription drugs. The governor's goal is to lower the cost of prescriptions, but at what price for the state, he has not yet said. The plan would need legislative approval. Assemblyman Jay Obernolte is the vice chairman of the Budget Committee.
The devil is in the details on that, and so I'm looking forward to seeing the governor's proposal in detail and debating it to see if it's a workable way of addressing this very important problem.
Democratic Budget Chairman Phil Ting for the Assembly was not ready to comment on the governor's proposals Thursday.
The plan to lower prescription drug prices comes one day after the governor previewed a $1 billion budget effort to try to tackle homelessness. The governor plans to establish a $750 million fund that could, in part, help those at risk of homelessness pay rent. The governor has also ordered agencies to identify state property and land that could be used to house the homeless on a short-term emergency basis.
And until we realize that solving homelessness means more than just getting people into shelters, but it means making sure that they can afford homes, that we're not going to make meaningful progress on this problem.
Lawmakers say they're also watching for the governor to possibly expand the state's health care program to senior-aged undocumented immigrants. His budget address is set for Friday morning. In Sacramento, Ashley Zavala, 17 News.
And we told you at 5, the Board of Supervisors is inviting those who work in Kern's oil industry to attend Tuesday afternoon's board meeting. Representatives from the governor's administration are also expected to attend. And tonight, leaders with the Kern Law Enforcement Association and Kern County Firefighters Association are also encouraging their members to attend. It's all part of KLEA's Keeping California campaign. Now, leaders with these unions say they want to send a message to the governor that any cuts to the oil industry could lead to lack of revenue for public safety.
If we have a cut in revenues to the county, then it's going to have service level impacts.
We just want to make a big impact in Sacramento and let them know we're not going to stand idly by while this occurs.
At the meeting, representatives from the oil industry are set to give a presentation about the oil economy. Newsom's team is also going to share some words, and members of the public are encouraged to share their thoughts as well. A reminder, the meeting is set to begin at 2 p.m., but I'm told so many people are expected to attend that they're putting an additional 70 chairs in an overflow room, so be sure to get there early. And meantime, if you wish to learn more about the Keeping California campaign, simply go to keepingcalifornia.com. We have posted a link to that on our website, kget.com. It started with a gruesome discovery in Golden Hills and came to an end hours later with a deadly standoff along I-15 at the state border with Nevada. And just 2 hours ago, KCSO confirmed Madison Adams is the suspect in the murder of his mother, Guadalupe Adams. 17's Amber Frias has been following the latest on a murder investigation out of Golden Hills, and she joins us now with more information about the family involved. Amber.
Neighbors I spoke with today told me it was just Guadalupe and her son Madison at their home. Guadalupe's husband had passed away 2 years ago, and she asked her son to stay at home for protection. On Wednesday night, the Kern County Sheriff's Department responded to a call for welfare check at the 21,800 block of Quail Springs Road in Golden Hills. When deputies arrived, they found 55-year-old Guadalupe Adams dead from traumatic injuries. Hours later, deputies from the Barstow station received notice to be on the lookout for Guadalupe's son, 27-year-old Madison Adams, who was believed to be driving in the Baker area. Madison was found stopped on the shoulder of northbound Interstate 15, south of the state line. The CHP says as officers approached the car, an officer-involved shooting ensued, resulting in Madison's death. Sources who spoke with our Las Vegas sister station KLAS say Madison allegedly killed and dismembered his mother before fleeing.
I just can't believe that this happened. They just seemed so, good for each other, and it just, there must have been something that really set him off.
We will bring you the latest when those details emerge. This is an ongoing investigation. Anyone with information is urged to call the Kern County Sheriff's Office at 661-861-3110 or the secret witness line at 661-322-4040. Amber Frias, 17 News.
And that investigation, an officer-involved shooting had a big impact for drivers on Interstate 15 in Nevada. The roadway is open at this hour, but this is a look at traffic delays from overnight and earlier today. Northbound I-15 near the state line was closed for nearly the entire day. It reopened around 3 o'clock this afternoon.
In your 17 Court Watch, a second person charged with murder in a shooting last month that killed one person and injured 2 others pled not guilty in court today. A Superior Court judge ordered 37-year-old Benjamin Bravo held without bail in connection with the shooting that killed 30-year-old Daniel Gill. The shooting occurred nearly a month ago at a Motel 6 on Brundage Lane. Bravo was arrested early Tuesday. He's also charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and participating in a street gang. Co-defendant 29-year-old Jose Chavez pled not guilty to identical charges following his arrest last month.
A student at Bakersfield High School was arrested overnight, accused of threatening a school shooting. Kern High School District Police arrested that teenage girl. The district says the student posted threats on Snapchat. It was allegedly about a shooting at Stockdale High School during a sporting event that was going to happen. BPD and Kern High School District Police say the threat was not credible. They identified the student and arrested her. The district says Stockdale parents were informed of the threat on Wednesday.
Still ahead for us in the 6 o'clock hour, Bakersfield's finest adding to their ranks today.
We expect them to serve the community with compassion, with accountability and professionalism.
We'll take you to today's graduation for these newly minted peace officers after the break.
And Alta Sierra lives to ski another weekend. That story when we come back.
Cold temperatures continuing. Today it was cloudy. We started out at 45, but we only made up to 51 degrees this afternoon. We will show you how long this cold weather will last in Pinpoint Weather.
People came, and the cinnamon rolls sold out, assisting the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern County. Another example of the Golden Empire, along with Hello Human Kindness, making an impact on our community. For supporting 17's Compassion Corner, thank you. Kern County pop culture.
Hot trends impacting the Golden Empire.
Karen Waugh keeping it poppin' with Popkern. Fridays on Facebook, powered by 17 News. Popkern's exclusive sponsor is Accelerated Urgent Care.
In an instant, your life may never be the same. A car crash can cause damages that will last the rest of your life. Protect your future. We'll fight to get you the money you need. Never talk, settle, or deal with the insurance company without Jacoby & Myers on your side. We've been on your side for more than 40 years.
Tonight, Superstore battles for equality.
Women get enough special treatment already. You ever been in the ladies' bathroom? There's no pee on the floor. None.
Then, the final 4 Good Place episodes begin.
Yummy, yum, yum.
Comedy returns tonight on NBC. Comedy's back on Thursday with The Perfect Pair.
Just had them balanced and rotated.
A Will and Grace that's warm and fuzzy. And a perfect harmony that's a little bit judgy.
The scale is 1 to 10, but they said 6 was the lowest we could go without making the kids cry.
New Comedy Thursday.
I'm an interior designer who really believes good design has the power to transform your life. I trust California Closets for all of my clients and my own home as well. Not only is it functional, it's absolutely beautiful. I love recommending California Closets not only to my clients, but also to my friends and family, basically anyone who I can tell. I am Crystal, and this is my life with California Closets.
Visit a showroom or schedule your free consultation today.
Welcome back. Kern County saw the first snowfall of the year. There wasn't much to stick on the roadways or play in, but our cameras did capture these flurries near Bear Valley Springs this morning. Alta Sierra also got some new snow. The ski resort will be open this weekend, according to its Facebook page. The ticket office opens at 8 a.m. and the lifts run from 9 a.m. until 4. You can find more information on our website at kget.com. Time now to check in with Alyssa, find out more about this storm. It was a pretty quick one.
Yes, it certainly was. And it feels like we've been in winter a while since we started having these snowstorms here in November. And now tonight we are watching out for maybe a little bit of patchy fog on the heels of what was a wet day around the county, as we are continuing to look out near the 58. So if you're traveling that direction, watch out tonight. Visibilities are down to a mile out in Tehachapi. And we're currently looking at a temperature of only 36. Well, now it looks like our visibility here has changed at the airport to 5 miles. So last hour we were at 1 mile. We have seen some improvement. Just know that there is some patchy fog out there into the Tehachapi area and along the 58. Here in Bakersfield, 46 degrees, humidity at 86%, the dew point's at 42, winds are light out of the north at 6 miles per hour, and currently temperatures again are cold. We are at 46 now here in the city, 49 in Buttonwillow, 50 in Wasco, up into Lake Isabella looking at 37 degrees, 36 in Tehachapi, 32 in Fraser Park, and we're at 48 in Arbin. Clouds continuing, but the rain is gone, and we're now seeing even some breaks in those clouds. So as we head into tomorrow, we may finally see the sun. Wouldn't that be nice? We're going to continue to watch for the winds for about another 45 minutes, as we do have the wind advisory for the mountain areas as well as out into the desert tonight. It has been windy in some parts of the county today. Jawbone Canyon had a gust up to 68 miles per hour, and we're looking then at Bird Springs Pass at 44. Tehachapi had a 32 mile per hour gust, as well as over into the Grapevine, down to about 25. As we take a look at today's rainfall totals, Delano was the big winner at 0.16 inches. Everywhere else, about 1/10 of an inch or less. And here downtown, we had 507 inch at the studio. It's also what they said over at Meadows Field. So everyone looking then at the weather forecast pretty much play out with that light dusting of snow, even down to 4,000 feet in Fraser Park. Tonight, this front will leave us, and then tomorrow we'll have a break in the action. Looks to be more sunshine, some nicer days ahead. We'll get rid of some of this cloud cover. That's if the fog doesn't reappear. So tomorrow I'm not calling for fog, but we'll have to watch into Saturday for maybe a little bit of fog. Sometimes there's a delay as that high pressure starts to build back in, and we'll see more fog. So into next week, we're looking dry for the weekend first, and then next week a slight chance of showers maybe on Tuesday and into Wednesday and Thursday. But this system right here at this point is kind of looking like it's going to be north of the area. So we'll just have to track it. Lowest night into the upper 30s, lower 40s. 40 in Bakersfield for the low, 56 here tomorrow, 55 in Maricopa. So we'll go up a few degrees with partly sunny skies. Tonight in Pine Mountain Club, 29, 45 tomorrow, 48 in Fraser Park, 54 in Lake Isabella, 54 in Tehachapi, and out into the desert, temperatures will be into the 50s. So everyone warming up just a tad. Air quality still moderate, no wood burning unless you are registered. Here's your forecast, mid-50s on the way. Through the weekend, mid-50s as well. And into next week, overnight lows will be near 40 degrees. And in the mountains, temperatures around 46, still windy here through the weekend. And then after that, temperatures will be again still on the cool side with lows down near freezing. Kern River Valley, lower 50s on the way. And and overnight lows in the 30s. So really not much of a difference in temperatures. We're going to go up a couple degrees tomorrow, but after that, back down to near average or below even.
Yeah,
it's been below average.
It's been chilly, and tonight you mentioned the low visibility in some of our mountain communities.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, still looking at visibilities down to 5 miles right now, but it could be less on the 58.
Definitely. Got to be careful.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much. Well, Bakersfield's newest police officers are about to hit the streets. We'll take you to today's graduation ceremony straight ahead.
And local heart surgeons unveiling new procedures that could help patients bypass open heart surgery. We'll have the details coming up after the break.
Ahead for us, U.S. officials now believe Iran accidentally shot down that Ukrainian jetliner. Will have late details and the remarkable transplant that made it possible for a woman to have a child. Could it help many others? Tonight on Nightly News.
This portion of 17 News is sponsored by Brian Hicks. Sell your home for only 3.5% total commission. Call 477-HELP and save thousands.
Local businesses are the heartbeat of the community. With over 30 years experience, Latham Sheets Fine Jewelry offers custom designed pieces, excellent pricing, and the largest selection of diamonds in the valley. Shop local at Latham Sheets Fine Jewelry.
Hi, it's Patrick Beck. I'm so excited to introduce you to the largest Hyundai ever made, the all-new Hyundai Palisade. With 3 rows and room for 8 passengers, the all-new Hyundai Palisade offers upscale style, intelligence, and versatility. And with its best-in-class safety features, the all-new Hyundai Palisade will keep you safe all across California. At Bakersfield Hyundai, we have a great selection of the all-new Hyundai Palisade. Come see us in the all-new Hyundai Palisade today. The name to remember, Bakersfield Hyundai, Bakersfield Hyundai.
Hablamos de idioma. You wouldn't go to Stanton, would you, Fergus? You don't think that Stanton's glasses are more beautiful than mine, do you? I am going to ask you one last time.
At Stanton Optical, get 2 pair for $59.95, plus an eye exam.
News Talk AM 1560 and FM 97.7 KNZR. We're talking to you, Bakersfield's News Talk leader. Mornings, Glenn Beck 6 to 9 a.m. Plus local news, traffic, and weather. Rush Limbaugh 9 to noon. Sean Hannity noon to 3. Local Hot Talk with Terry Maxwell 3 to 6. Plus news, traffic, and weather with the News First team of Kent Hopper, Tony Lee, and Bill Curtis. News Talk AM 1560 and FM 97.7 KNZR. Conservative, proud, and connected.
Your vehicle is part of your family, and your family deserves the best. From scratch repairs and detailing to full body restoration and paint, come see why more Bakersfield auto dealers trust Color Coat Restoration Inc. Is your insurance deductible causing a financial burden? Well, then ask about our no deductible payment for 90 days. That's right, no deductible payment for 90 days. Color Coat Restoration Inc. Bakersfield's premier auto body and paint destination.
Welcome back. Today is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and the Bakersfield Police Department is celebrating in a big way, welcoming 25 new officers into the fold. 17's Taylor Shaw joins us now with the story.
On last election season, Bakersfield residents passed Measure N to give the city more money to hire city employees. One of the biggest benefactors of this increase, the Bakersfield Police Department, who immediately announced a lofty goal to add 100 additional officers in the next 3 years. Fast forward 1 year and they've already accomplished a quarter of that goal. On a day dedicated to law enforcement, the Bakersfield Police Department got the gift they've been looking forward to most.
25 new police officers will join our ranks today.
The first graduating class since the passing of Measure N, which provided funding for an additional 100 officers. David Hepp was one of today's graduates, saying he felt compelled to come serve his community.
You know, it almost felt like a calling. You know, you're protecting the people you love and care about.
A feeling Interim Chief Greg Terry knows well.
It is the noblest of professions. I could not think of anything else that I would rather do.
The chief confident that this class will help address the needs of the department.
We expect them to serve the community with compassion, with accountability and professionalism.
And while Hep is excited to start the next step of his career, he'll never forget the journey he just embarked on.
Some of the best memories I've made were in this past 7 months of my life. Like I said, these just unbreakable bonds with these people that you go through all this with, and that those trials and that pain and that difficulty really comes to a head at the end of it all. So family's big, and we're all family, and we all serve together, and we all come together to serve this community.
A bond that Chief Terry says they'll never forget.
It's an exciting day, and it's something that they will remember for the rest of their life.
Well, BPD says a second class of 20 cadets has already started their academy training and is looking forward to another one in the summer, putting them well ahead of schedule in their quest for more officers. In studio, Taylor Schaub, 17 News.
All right, thanks, Taylor. Well, medical news now. Bakersfield Heart Hospital today unveiled new procedures that will offer patients alternatives to open heart surgery. The so-called structural heart program specializes in minimally invasive procedures, entering a patient's heart through an artery in the leg or arm instead of opening up the chest cavity to correct life-threatening or quality-of-life heart conditions. Smaller entry points, of course, reduce overall disruption to the body and result in significantly shorter hospital stays and faster recovery times.
This procedure is significantly less compared to open heart surgery. So the recovery is faster, they go back to home faster, and they can actually, their quality of life improvement is actually better at 1 month and obviously at 1 year too.
Dr. Carr says structural heart disease intervention is a new and expanding field in cardiology and popular with insurance providers because of the lower cost of hospital stays and recovery times.
Want to get your pet vaccinated but can't afford it? Well, the city of Bakersfield has you covered. Low-cost animal vaccine clinics are coming back this Saturday. City Animal Control offers discounted vaccines at these clinics and at local parks, making it more convenient for you to keep your furry friends healthy and happy. The clinics are held on the second Saturday of each month from 9 a.m. to noon. Now, this Saturday, the location is the park at Riverwalk on Stockdale Highway. You can have your pet vaccinated, licensed, and microchipped in one stop. Spay and neuter vouchers from the city of Bakersfield will also be available, and volunteers will be on hand to discuss spay and neuter options. Kern County is gearing up for its 3rd annual Women's March. Details on how you can get involved coming up.
And for the person who has everything, there's the smart toilet. We will flush out the details after the break.
When it comes to health coverage, it helps to have someone in your corner. That's why there's Covered California. We're the only place where you can get financial help to pay for your health insurance. New this year, almost 1 million people could receive additional financial help from the state to help lower the cost of health insurance. More for those already getting it, and new help for many who haven't gotten help before. So check to see how much you can save. It only takes 5 minutes. The last day to enroll is January 31st, so get covered today.
It's 2020, and at Star Furniture, we're having our New Year savings event with cash savings of 40 to 60% off our closeout inventory in order to make room for our new arrivals. Come take advantage of amazing cash savings like this beautiful 5-piece counter-height dining set for an incredible $4.99, this 4-piece queen storage bedroom for $9.99, or this 3-piece reclining sectional with Bluetooth sound for an amazing price of $10.99. Many models are limited supply. We will continue to offer great values and many finance options regardless of credit. Come see us at Star Furniture, 4209 Rosedale Highway.
Have a quality used RV that just isn't being used? If the answer is yes, Barry's RV can turn that unused RV into immediate cash today. Owe more than your RV is worth? Bring it to Barry's RV for a free appraisal. If you can't bring it to us, we'll come to you. Your used RV will never be worth more than it is today. So stop by Highway 99 and 7th Standard Road and see for yourself why Barry's RV buys and sells more used RVs than all other Kern County RV dealers combined. Barry's RV, treating others the way they want to be treated.
This portion of 17 News is brought to you by Team Busby. When it's all said and done, Team Busby is putting more money in your pocket.
Listen up. In 2016, a New Mexico House seat was decided by only 2 votes out of almost 14,000.
In 2010, a state house race in Vermont was determined by 1 vote.
In 2002, a Connecticut House seat was determined by just one vote out of more than 6,000.
In 1994, a Wyoming State House seat vote ended in a tie. The winner, chosen at random, went on to become Speaker of the State House.
Your voice matters. Use it.
You're invited to grab your bike, wolf down an energy bar, and take part in tomorrow night's full moon bicycle ride in Bakersfield. This free ride is open to riders of all ages and skill levels. This is a family-friendly event. Remember to wear your helmets, though, especially for bicyclists under 18 years of age, as the law requires that. Bike Bakersfield staff will follow the ride with tools and flat tire repair equipment in case you have a mechanical problem during the ride. The event begins at 7 p.m. Friday night at Beach Park and ends at the marketplace.
Well, in several days, thousands of women, men, and children will once again take to the streets of downtown Bakersfield for the 3rd annual Women's March, Kern County. This is video from last year's event, which coincides with marches taking place. It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. this Saturday, January 11th. Organizers say the Women's March movement is designed to harness and celebrate the power of diverse women and those who support them, working toward transformative social change and equality for all. The Women's March Kern County will start with a rally at 10 a.m. at Central Park at Mill Creek on 21st Street in Bakersfield, followed by the march itself at noon. The public is encouraged to attend. We spoke to organizers this morning on 17 News at Sunrise, and you can find that interview on our website, kget.com.
Well, is your Christmas tree still up? We thought you'd want to know that tomorrow is the last day you can drop off that Christmas tree to one of 23 recycling locations throughout Kern County. If you cannot make it by that deadline and you live in the city of Bakersfield, you can place your tree into your green waste container as long as the tree is cut into small pieces and the container lid is completely closed. Whole trees are not accepted. For a list of Christmas tree drop-off locations, simply go to our website, kget.com, and click on the hot link icon to find them there. And this next story, you're probably going to want to take sitting down.
Your first look at the smart toilet when 17 News at 6 continues.
Superstore battles for equality.
Women get enough special treatment already. You ever been in the ladies' bathroom? There's no pee on the floor. None.
Then, the final 4 Good Place episodes begin.
Yummy, yum, yum.
Comedy returns tonight on NBC. Comedy's back on Thursday with The Perfect Pair.
Just had them balanced and rotated.
A Will and Grace that's warm and fuzzy. And a perfect harmony that's a little bit judgy.
The scale is 1 to 10, but they said 6 was the lowest we could go without making the kids cry.
New Comedy Thursday.
I've always said, and I repeat this to everybody, the first time I finally felt grown up was when I walked in to my beautiful pantry and I was like, oh, okay, now I have made it. My pantry completely changed the way that I'm able to cook, the way that I'm able to keep things organized. It's made my life so much easier, but it's also made it happier because I just like looking at it every day. I'm Erin, and this is my life with California Closets.
Visit a showroom or schedule your free consultation today.
Being a trial lawyer isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires hard work and training. It means developing the will to keep going, no matter what.
Daniel Rodriguez.
I've been running marathons for all of my adult life, and I'm working toward my goal of running a marathon on each of the 7 continents. What does that mean for your case? It means having a lawyer to get you across the finish line. At Rodriguez & Associates, when you need us, we'll be here for you.
Meathead Movers, your local student-athlete movers, are here in Bakersfield. Our military-inspired professional training program ensures that our strong, clean-cut student-athletes jog when not carrying items. We hire champions who are compensated more when our customers' items are not damaged, giving you a worry-free moving experience. We 100% guarantee your satisfaction. So call our award-winning customer service today to schedule your free estimate.
Well, finally here at 6, smart devices are taking over our homes, and that goes for the bathroom, too.
Yeah, that's right. Kohler is rolling out its Numi 2.0 intelligent toilet at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas this week. You can sit down on a heated seat and get some personalized cleansing and drying, and even listen to your favorite music through its high-quality built-in speakers. If you'd like to just chill while answering the call of nature, the smart toilet also has some ambient lighting and ambient nature sounds courtesy of Amazon's Alexa. The Numi 2.0 intelligent toilet will cost you between $7,000 and $8,000 depending on the color.
That's a pricey commode.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And on that note, we really appreciate you joining us for 17 News at 6. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holtz coming up next.
Yes, we will see you back here for 17 News at 11. Good night.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app in the spirit of the Golden Empire. 17 News.